Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that I exercise regularly, eat chicken breast, eggs, and even drink protein shakes every single day, yet my muscles keep getting weaker, my legs feel shaky, and my grip strength isn't what it used to be? I've seen this story play out so many times in my patients over 60. They go to the gym faithfully. They eat with discipline. Some even take in over 100 grams of protein a day. Yet still, their bodies don't respond the way they expect. The muscles shrink, their strength fades, and that quiet, unsettling feeling of helplessness starts to creep in. According to the National Institute on Aging 2020, nearly 1 out of every 3 Americans over 60 suffers from severe muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia. And muscle loss isn't just about feeling weaker. It also means a much higher risk of falls, fractures, and even losing the ability to live independently. So what's really going on? Is the problem simply not eating enough protein? The surprising answer is not exactly. Protein is important, no doubt about it, but there's another missing piece. One that most nutrition guidelines for older adults barely mention. That missing piece is collagen. Think of it this way. If protein is the brick, collagen is the mortar that holds the bricks together. It's the framework that keeps your muscles, tendons, and ligaments strong and resilient. You can eat all the protein you want, but without enough collagen, your body simply can't build or maintain muscle the way it once did. And here's something many people don't realize. Even if you take collagen supplements, most of the time you're still not getting enough. Why? Because the body doesn't absorb them the same way it absorbs collagen from natural food sources. That's why in today's video, as a doctor who has spent more than 30 years studying aging and nutrition, I want to share with you the 3 most powerful collagen-rich foods that people over 60 can use to protect and rebuild their muscles and joints, and 3 very common foods that quietly destroy collagen in your body. You may be shocked to learn that some of the foods you eat every day, foods that seem harmless, could actually be canceling out all your efforts to stay strong. So let's get started. First, we'll explore a food that comes from the ocean, something traditional Chinese medicine has used for over 2,000 years to fight what they once called the wasting of the muscles. And now, modern science is proving why it works so well. If there's one food that is both humble and ancient, yet backed today by modern science, it would be fish skin broth. You've probably heard of bone broth, made from beef or chicken bones. But what very few people in America realize is that fish skin is actually a hidden gold mine of collagen that has been overlooked for generations. There are many types of collagen. The most abundant, type I collagen, makes up much of our muscles, skin, and tendons. And here's the surprise. The skins of ocean fish, like salmon and cod, are loaded with this very type of collagen. Even more important, marine collagen is absorbed faster. A Japanese study, Matsumoto et al., Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, 2018, showed that collagen from fish is absorbed 1.5 times more efficiently than collagen from land animals. That means for someone over 60, when you drink fish skin broth, those collagen peptides enter the bloodstream quickly and travel straight to your muscles and joints, right where repair is most needed. In a 2018 clinical trial in Japan, researchers followed 120 seniors with sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, for 6 months. Half the group drank fish skin broth daily. The other half ate a high-protein diet without it. The results: those who had the broth gained an average of 2 pounds of muscle, compared to only 8 pounds in the control group. They also walked faster and showed stronger grip strength. Scientists even called fish skin broth a natural muscle preservation therapy. What many don't know is that fish skin is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids and selenium. Omega-3s help calm muscle inflammation and speed recovery after activity. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, Smith et al., 2015, showed omega-3s can actually increase the body's ability to build muscle proteins in older adults. Selenium acts as an antioxidant, protecting muscle tissue from oxidative stress. That's why so many of my patients, after adding fish skin broth to their diet, tell me they not only feel stronger, but also experience less stiffness and soreness. I'll never forget Helen, a 74-year-old retired piano teacher from Seattle. After retirement, her muscles weakened so much that she felt unsteady just walking to the grocery store. She tried whey protein and lean meats, but all they gave her was bloating. Her strength didn't return. One day, her son, who works as a chef, made her a soup from leftover salmon skin used in sashimi. To her surprise, she slept better that night and woke up with less back pain. After 2 months of drinking it regularly, she told me, "Doctor, I can garden again. My hands don't shake when I play piano. I never imagined something this simple could give me my confidence back." Her story reminds us that sometimes it's not about adding more powders or meat. Often, the parts we throw away, like fish skin, hold the real key to healthy aging. I know most Americans aren't used to simmering fish skin soup the traditional Asian way, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Here are some simple options. Traditional broth: buy salmon or cod skin at a seafood market, rinse and simmer with ginger and a pinch of sea salt for 2-3 hours. When cooled, the broth should lightly gel. That's the collagen. Shortcut for busy days: use canned salmon with skin. Just add it to a vegetable soup. The skin still contains collagen. Breakfast idea: use fish broth instead of water when scrambling eggs. It creates collagen-rich eggs. Lunch idea: make a hearty vegetable soup, carrots, celery, kale with fish skin broth. Dinner idea: enjoy a warm cup of fish skin broth alongside grilled salmon and a baked sweet potato. These options fit naturally into everyday American meals. People with gout or high uric acid should limit fish broth, as purines in fish may worsen symptoms. Those with chronic kidney disease should consult their doctor before consuming high collagen broths regularly. Fish skin broth truly is a treasure from the ocean, but it's not the only option. There's another source of collagen, one very familiar in Asian kitchens, yet often overlooked in the West. And here's the kicker: it contains compounds that pharmaceutical companies sell for hundreds of dollars a bottle. Let's take a closer look at Collagen Food #2 chicken feet broth. If fish skin broth is a gift from the sea, then chicken feet broth is the backyard secret that many cultures have cherished for thousands of years. Chicken feet are packed with tendons, skin, and cartilage, tissues that hold some of the highest concentrations of collagen types I and Roman II. Just 1 cup of chicken feet broth can provide 15 to 18 grams of collagen, nearly double what most beef bone broths offer. But that's not all. Chicken feet also contain glucosamine and chondroitin, the same joint-supporting compounds sold in expensive supplements at your local pharmacy. When simmered slowly, these nutrients dissolve into the broth, creating a natural joint medicine that nourishes both muscles and connective tissue. A Korean study, Kim et al., Nutrition Research, 2017, followed 85 seniors over 4 months. Those who drank chicken feet broth 3 times a week improved leg strength by an average of 28%, reduced muscle soreness and inflammation by 45%, compared with those who only ate a standard high-protein diet. Researchers concluded that collagen from chicken feet had a more comprehensive effect on muscle and joint health than protein alone. I remember a patient of mine, Mr. Johnson, age 69, from Texas, a retired construction worker. His knees often creaked and ached. He had tried every kind of joint supplement on the shelves, glucosamine tablets, chondroitin capsules, but nothing seemed to help. Then, while traveling in Mexico, he noticed locals making a hearty chicken feet soup with vegetables. Curious, he gave it a try. Back home, he began cooking it himself. A few weeks later, sitting in my office, he smiled and said, "Doctor, I can hardly believe it. For the first time in years, I can walk around my garden without leaning on a cane." I know the thought of eating chicken feet may feel strange for many Americans, but you can adapt it in simple, familiar ways. Rotisserie chicken broth. Buy a rotisserie chicken from the supermarket, keep the feet and skin, and simmer with onion and celery for 3-4 hours. Homemade soup. Frozen chicken feet are often sold at Latin or Asian markets. Simmer them with carrots and potatoes until the broth cools and thickens. That's the collagen. Simple swaps. If you're not comfortable with feet, use drumsticks or wings. They're also rich in collagen and give a similar benefit. Those with high uric acid or gout should be careful, as chicken feet collagen may raise uric acid if consumed in excess. If you're watching your weight or blood pressure, go easy on the salt. Keep the broth simple and clean. Fish skin broth helps your muscles recover quickly. Chicken feet broth offers lasting strength for both muscles and joints. But I know not everyone in America has the time or the habit of simmering broths like this every week. So what's the most practical option for older Americans? Something you can find at Walmart, Costco, or even Amazon that still delivers high-quality collagen. The answer is gelatin and collagen peptides, our third collagen source, and one you'll want to hear about next. After talking about fish skin broth and chicken feet broth, 2 traditional sources of collagen that may feel a little unfamiliar to many Americans, I want to introduce you to something far more practical, convenient, and already common in most American households: gelatin and collagen peptides. When you hear the word gelatin, you probably picture those colorful Jell-O cups lined up at the grocery store. But in truth, gelatin is simply collagen that has been cooked and set. Each serving of gelatin supplies the amino acids your body needs to build new collagen, especially glycine and proline, the building blocks that help repair muscle fibers and ligaments. It's no coincidence that as far back as the 19th century, European doctors used gelatin to help patients recover from broken bones or muscle weakness. Today we also have collagen peptides, collagen that's been broken down into smaller pieces or peptides. These are absorbed almost instantly. In fact, a study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, Clark et al., 2021, found that seniors who took 10 grams of collagen peptides daily, combined with light walking, gained an average of 2. 9 pounds of lean muscle in just 12 weeks. They also reported less knee pain and stronger grip strength. This shows collagen peptides aren't just for young gym goers. They're especially powerful for people over 60 who want to protect both muscles and joints. One of my patients, Mr. Adams, age 72 from Florida, hated complicated cooking. When I suggested fish skin or chicken feet broth, he laughed and said, "Doc, if I spend all day simmering something on the stove, my wife's gonna kick me out of the kitchen." So instead, he kept it simple. Every morning he stirred a scoop of collagen peptide powder into his coffee. Sometimes his wife made a light gelatin dessert with fresh strawberries. 3 months later, at his follow-up visit, he proudly told me, "Now I can carry a 40-pound bag of fertilizer out to the garden and my knees don't creak anymore." His story is proof. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet. Sometimes one small daily habit is enough to make a big difference. Morning, stir collagen peptide powder into your coffee, tea, or smoothie. It's flavorless, so it won't change the taste. Lunch, add it to oatmeal or a bowl of soup. Evening, make homemade gelatin fruit cups with fresh berries and a touch of honey, an easy, healthy dessert. On the go, carry single-serve collagen packets. Just mix with water or juice when traveling. People with chronic kidney disease should check with their doctor before using high doses, since it's still protein. Those with allergies to fish or chicken should choose bovine collagen peptides, widely available and considered safe in the U.S. So now you know the 3 golden sources of collagen. Fish skin broth for fast muscle recovery, chicken feet broth for lasting joint strength, gelatin and collagen peptides for a simple, everyday option. But here's the catch. Even if you take in collagen faithfully, pair it with the wrong foods and all your efforts can vanish. Worse yet, collagen can actually turn toxic and damage your muscles and joints. In the next section, I'll reveal 3 everyday foods that most Americans over 60 still eat regularly, foods that quietly sabotage collagen. And chances are, you've had at least one of them this week. In many households, especially among older adults, white rice is considered a safe and easier to digest food. Many of my patients over 60 choose it because it's soft, easy to chew, and familiar. But what most don't realize is that this very bowl of rice can quietly undo their efforts to protect muscle. White rice has a glycemic index of around 73, which is very high. When eaten together with collagen-rich foods like fish skin broth or chicken feet broth, it causes blood sugar to spike. High blood sugar, right arrow insulin rises. High insulin, right arrow blocks amino acid absorption from collagen. The result: the collagen you just consumed never makes it to your muscles for repair. It's wasted. Worse yet, when white rice combines with the minerals in broths, it can form advanced glycation end products, AGE. These toxic compounds build up in muscles and joints, causing inflammation and accelerating muscle breakdown. A study published in Clinical Nutrition, 2019, followed 200 older adults with diabetes. Those who ate white rice with their collagen meals had 40% less muscle protein synthesis compared to those who swapped rice for whole grains. Take Margaret, an 87-year-old from California. She faithfully drank bone broth every day, yet she kept getting weaker and suffered frequent falls. The hidden reason: she always ate a large bowl of white rice alongside it. When she switched to quinoa and brown rice, Within just 3 weeks, she had gained 2 pounds of lean muscle and could walk with more stability. You don't need to give up grains altogether. Instead, choose quinoa, brown rice, oats, and here's the key. Avoid eating white rice within 2 hours before or after consuming collagen-rich foods. White rice may look harmless, but it's really a silent saboteur that blocks collagen from doing its job. And that's not the only one. There's another habit, one many people over 60 still keep, that feels relaxing before bed, but it's actually collagen's second biggest enemy. That enemy is alcohol, and you'll be shocked to learn how it quietly destroys your muscles. Many people over 60 enjoy a glass of wine or a small shot of whiskey in the evening. They believe it helps them relax, maybe even benefits the heart. But here's the truth very few people know. When consumed alongside, or even close to, the time you take in collagen-rich foods, alcohol can almost completely wipe out the benefits of collagen. Alcohol reduces muscle protein synthesis by up to 37%, according to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2016. It interferes with the mTOR pathway, the very system your muscles rely on to absorb and use collagen. If you drink in the evening, alcohol also disrupts deep sleep, which is the critical window when muscles naturally repair themselves. The end result, the collagen you drink before bed is turned into little more than useless broth. A study in the Journal of Gerontology, 2017, followed 150 older adults. Those who consumed alcohol within 4 hours of drinking collagen broth showed much less muscle growth, reported more muscle pain, and recovered more slowly than the group that avoided alcohol. One of my patients, Robert, age 82, was a retired construction worker. He drank chicken feet broth every evening, but he always closed the day with a small glass of whiskey right after. 4 months later, his muscles hadn't improved at all. In fact, he was getting weaker. When I asked him to stop his nightly whiskey, the change was remarkable. Just 6 weeks later, he came back to my office, smiling and proud. "Doc, my grip strength is up more than 20% since last time. I finally feel my strength coming back. If you want the heart benefits of red wine, enjoy it, but keep it at least 24 hours apart from your collagen intake. In the evening, choose purple grape juice, green tea, or sparkling water, refreshing drinks that won't sabotage your muscles. White rice quietly blocked collagen. Alcohol went even further. It essentially flipped off the muscle repair switch. But there's still a third enemy, one that sits on the breakfast tables of countless American households. It's smoky, salty, and comforting. Yet when paired with collagen, it creates toxic compounds that damage both muscles and joints. That enemy is bacon and processed meats, the third collagen destroyer we'll talk about next. In the morning, many Americans enjoy a hot bowl of soup or a steaming cup of coffee with a few crispy strips of bacon on the side. The sizzle on the skillet is comforting, even nostalgic. But here's what most people don't realize. Bacon and other processed meats are silent enemies of collagen. Just one strip of bacon contains over 400 mg of sodium, plus nitrates, phosphates, and preservatives. When these chemicals mix with the amino acids in collagen broth, they form nitrosamines, toxic compounds proven to accelerate muscle breakdown and raise cancer risk. Harvard Medical School, 2020. The high salt content also fuels inflammation and water retention, putting extra strain on both muscles and joints. The result: instead of nourishing your body, bacon quietly plants the seeds of collagen destruction. A Harvard study, 2020, followed 180 seniors with sarcopenia over 10 weeks. Those who ate processed meats like bacon with their protein meals had 45% higher inflammatory markers. They also built 30% less muscle compared to those who replaced bacon with clean proteins such as chicken or fish. Take Dorothy, 85, who sprinkled bacon bits over her collagen soup each morning. She thought it added a tasty, savory kick. But after 5 months, instead of feeling stronger, her joint pain worsened and her blood pressure spiked. When I asked her to switch from bacon to grilled chicken with herbs, the change was dramatic. Just 3 weeks later, she returned to my office and said, "My joints feel lighter, my hands and legs are less swollen. I never imagined a few pieces of bacon could do that much harm." Choose clean proteins: grilled chicken, turkey, salmon, or lentils. Flavor with fresh herbs and spices instead of artificial smoke and heavy salt. If you crave that crispy crunch, try kale chips or even crispy baked chicken skin, delicious without sabotaging collagen. So now we've uncovered the 3 biggest enemies: white rice, alcohol, and bacon. 3 everyday foods, all common and comforting, yet powerful enough to erase your hard work in protecting muscle. But this is only part of the bigger story, because collagen isn't magic on its own. To truly keep your muscles after 60, you need a complete system, from protein to vitamins to movement to the way you combine your foods. In the final part, I'll bring everything together and share with you the core lesson: why your muscles are truly the shield of independence in your later years, and how you can protect them every single day. We've come a long way together, exploring the valuable sources of collagen like fish skin broth, chicken feet broth, and collagen peptides, and uncovering the 3 everyday collagen destroyers: white rice, alcohol, and bacon. And maybe right now you're sitting there wondering, "Doctor, can I really make a difference at my age, whether I'm in my 60s, 70s, or even 80s? Here's what I want you to know: your muscles don't care how old you are. They only care how you treat them. When we're young, muscles are for running, working, and playing sports. But after 60, muscles take on a whole new meaning. They are your independence. Every pound of muscle you keep helps you stand up from a chair more easily. Every strand of collagen you protect helps you avoid a dangerous fall in your own living room. And every meal you choose wisely is like writing another chapter of healthy, independent years, free from depending on your children or caregivers. A study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, 2020, found that older adults who maintained strong hand grip strength were 41% less likely to be hospitalized compared to those who were weaker. Muscle isn't just about appearance. It's truly the shield of survival in later life. You don't have to turn your kitchen into a laboratory, and you don't have to give up every food you love. All I want you to remember is this: add a cup of fish skin broth or collagen peptides to your day. Replace white rice with a bowl of quinoa or brown rice. Say no to that late-night drink or those extra strips of bacon. These are small, manageable steps, but if you stick with them, they can build a stronger, more resilient body. At 60, 70, or even 80, the question isn't how many years you have left, it's how you live those years. Can you rise from a chair with confidence? Can you stroll through your garden without a cane? Can you cook, tend your flowers, or play with your grandchildren with steady hands. Muscles are the foundation for all of these, and collagen is the thread that keeps that foundation strong. My hope is that after this video, you'll look at your dinner plate with fresh eyes. Every bite isn't just about taste. It's about health, independence, and dignity. And if this message touched you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with your family and friends, those who are also searching for ways to stay strong as they age. And I'd love to hear from you. Of the 3 collagen destroyers, white rice, alcohol, or bacon, which one do you encounter most often in your own life? Leave a comment below. Your story could inspire thousands of others. If you'd like to continue this journey with me, discovering more nutrition secrets and simple medical tips, I invite you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Each week, I'll bring you practical, science-based advice that's easy to follow, yet powerful enough to transform your later years. Remember, your health is the one treasure age cannot steal unless you give up. And I believe deep in my heart that you, the person watching this, will never give up.